weekend with what should be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Clock now on first down.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23. Yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Locke. That's going to be caught by Jeudy. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 36 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Browns nothing. Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Browns.
First down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Mayfield on play action. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jarvis Landry, 40 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Locke escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Locke working out of the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at...
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
The score, Broncos 14, Browns 7. Sam Martin set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb.
Mayfield's
a good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Mayfield off the play fake. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
1st down.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Broncos 14, Browns 7.
Mayfield on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Right down to score. Touchdown, Denver. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Browns drive about to get started, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe in them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
On the coverage.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Chubb on the counter. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Mayfield to throw it. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Broncos' 37-yard line.
Throwing. Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Here's Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Locke. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll try the draw. Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsey, 76 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
On 1st down, Lindsey, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Lindsey, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
7 at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd.
Now Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play that time for Cleveland. 48 yards. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now this one complete downfield on the left side and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Cleveland.
Mayfield looks to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second and 6 from the 10. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Lock. And this is incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Now, this will make it into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run it again with Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and a yard.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's go. You tighten up. Switch.
Now Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Number 37.
Give him 30 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and goal from inside the 5. To throw, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Browns are back within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes it a 28-24 game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Well, the second down throw on target. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Fant.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 72 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half is getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third.
Duke Dawson picks it, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
After the turnover, here's Locke.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Jeudy saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Makes the score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield with it once more. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Hamler now on the return.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Locke. This is the tight end Fant.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 75 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
And inches.
Let's go. 22.
They'll drop the throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Browns 24.
First down, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Get ready. Back. Hey, alert 33. Regular. I got it.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Jarvis Landry. His second touchdown of the night. And the Browns get a score closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3 brings up 3rd and 3.
Locke working out of the gun. Open man, it's Vanette. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for the Broncos on 3rd. 42 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Locke throwing complete here to Judy.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from the 20. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
1st down, Browns.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Alert, 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 alert.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man is Higgins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They'll try to run this one in. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Broncos 56, Browns 38.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.